Nexxlegacy.
Leaning off the hair. What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though? Shout out to everybody listening. What's up, man? You know, smoke a lot, baby. It's another one, man. It's been cracking.
Man, you know what?
Last week was a dope show. You all
Yes,
still
sir.
Antonio, you know.
Man, and you know, I still get the emails and the big ups, you know what I'm saying, for you and Yuck and myself, of course, for having this man Antonio Fargas in the building. A lot of people still talking about it, and I love it. It's a beautiful thing. We can always switch lanes and do what we do. That's the Smoke a Lot way, baby. What we do.
You know, so, you know, it seems like last week we kept it pimping. This week we going to the freaks of the industry. Stemmy, Triple X, Jack Cam, Money B, a.k.a. Mr. Sex Packet, a.k.a. Mr. Nasty Time, a.k.a. Nasty.
And speaking of that, we got Money B in the building on Smoke a Lot Radio. Money B, what's happening?
What it do? What's poppin' with y'all?
Man, what's up with the meat kid, man? You know, I had to tell him, man, you didn't know that you was the official complete dirtbag, Mr. Sex Packet himself.
Yeah, you know, Doc Nasty in the building. You know how we do.
There you go, a.k.a. Doc Nasty. I told you this is nasty.
Nasty in the building.
Man, welcome to Smoke a Lot Radio, bro. Thanks for, you know, taking the time out to call in and fuck with the kids, man, you know.
Oh, man, thanks for having me. You know, I get down. You know, I fucks with Smoke a lot anyway, so it's good.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, you know, we started off here because, you know, we got a lot of new school listeners, old school listeners, you know, new fans, old fans, motherfuckers that wasn't even born when you was doing the nasty. Then Mr. Nasty, man. Some of these motherfuckers wasn't even here, so, you know, just...
I might even be their real daddy, right?
Yeah, you might be. Somebody might be listening right now like, he my pappy. I know it's my pappy. My mama said she went to the digital underground, and
I wonder why they got freckles.
But I'm my daddy. So, man, I ain't trying to... hopefully you don't get no calls.
Are you my daddy? Are you my daddy?
Hopefully you don't get no calls from Maury or nothing after you do this. But, man, you got to let the people know where you from, you know what I'm saying, where you came from, what group you came from. You know, just give them the whole background, you know, for everybody that's listening right now.
Well, you know, my background is from the group Digital Underground. You know, for those youngsters who don't know, Digital Underground is a group that Tupac came from, but also, you got the hits like the Humpty Dance, Kiss You Back. You know, I Get Around with Tupac's same song, which was the first song that Pac was featured on. You know, you got Freaks of the Industry. Everybody know Freaks of the Industry.
Mm-hmm.
And really, you know, it all kicked off with me with Do What You Like. You feel me? Even though our first single was Underwater Rhymes, Your Life's a Cartoon, which came out in 1988. That's how long ago our joint came out. And we've been rocking ever since. And, you know, aside from that, man, you know, I represent the Bay Area, Oakland, California, all day. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Go back.
Yeah, so you heard you little dirtbags. You said 1988. You wasn't even fucking swimming in your mom's womb, probably. How do you drink? You was marinating in your dad's sacks, balls. So you just, so you say you heard
I always
1988.
I tell them if they don't know me, they better ask their mama and them.
Nigga, Miles most definitely got rocked the Freaks of the Industry. She was doing the Humpty Dance, and your mama was getting around. So she most definitely know who Money B is.
Hey, and their mama had sex packets. I know every mama had sex packets, though. They all did.
Hey, but if they talking about their mama damn sure wasn't using those sex packets, baby. Moms was getting rock raw. They like, Mama, is that my package? I got the Humpty nose. I might have, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, well, I got a real question here. Most definitely, you had mentioned Tupac. His first feature was on the same song, and that also was on the soundtrack from the movie, Help Me Out.
Oh, you talking about Nothing But Trouble.
Nothing But Trouble. The movie is on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, never trouble. But how was it? Tell the fans, because a lot of our new, like I said, we got a lot of young listeners, and a lot of them just getting up on Pac and keeping the history on Pac. For being a person who worked with him, probably actually fucking damn near live with him the majority of the start of his career, man. Let us know how it was working with him and being around him.
Well, the thing about Pac was, the misconception for a lot of people was that he got a little fame and then he started acting crazy. But I always tell everybody he was crazier before he got fame. He was a wild dude back in the day. It's funny because, I watched as he, got more experience in the game, and as he got a little older, he actually did calm down a little bit, because he just had so much, I never met somebody with that much drive, you know what I mean? They just wasn't going to be, they had to have it, you know what I'm saying? From when I first met him, he knew what he wanted to do, he knew what he wanted, and he wasn't going to stop till he got it, you know what I mean? And it's very rare that you meet people with a work ethic like that. You know what I'm saying? People always say, well, what did you learn from Pac? Or I'll say, Pac was like, I'm like a year and a half older than him, and he came in the game up under us, so I kind of like brought him around, especially when he came to the town. I was, introducing him to everybody and would take him to get his weed and do this, that, and the other. But once he rose to fame, what I learned from him and just watching him was his work ethic was, without question, the craziest that I've ever seen in my life. And so, my thing is, I can never, slow down, or nothing's too much for me, to say, if I'm up 24 hours working on something, and I got to work another hour because I need to get it done, I kind of think of how Pac used to rock, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fuck sleep, you know what I mean? I need to get this done. And that's kind of how he was. He would be rocking. He'd be in the, wake up, hit 2 studios, go do shoot a movie. Then when he get done shooting, go to another studio, then do a show the same night. You know what I mean? It was just not, and then party afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And get up and do it all over again. He's out of control. So he was a wild dude, and I will say this, you're right, of anybody, because we were the closest in age. On the road we was roommates, and like I said, especially when he started coming around in the Bay, I was the one that took him around. So we probably were the closest and had the most in common. But one thing about Pac was that when me and him was around, it was just nonstop laughter. We were just talking about each other's mamas and capping and just having fun. We was 19 years old back then and just wilding out. So.
That's what's up. And I got another question too. How was it trying to, because I know when y'all first came out, I would argue with motherfuckers. I'm like, bruh, that nigga is, Humpty Hump is the light-skinned nigga, bruh. No, bruh, that's nigga, that's a whole nother nigga. He just wear the nose. I'm like, motherfucker, I done gotten wrestling matches and they tore up dope houses when y'all video used to come on, because niggas used to argue about, you know what I'm saying? How was it, and who came up with that idea, and how was it to conceal, to have that fun, be like, nah, that's another human, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it was actually the character, Shot came up with it. It's kind of like, it was a persona, he said, of one of his uncles mixed with some other stuff and some other stuff, but really it was kind of slick to pull it off, because he actually has a brother that looked just like him, give or take. He's a little bit shorter, but when we used to take photos and you see Humpty and Shock in the same picture, that'd be him and his brother. You know what I mean? And we even toured with both of them. And so, his brother would be on stage and Shock coming from the other side, and people like, I told you it was 2 people. You know what I mean? But not knowing that Shock be behind the stage rapping while his brother mouthing it, and then he'll come out and do the, So we used to get away with it. for a while, you know.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's
So, yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
I swear. We used to argue, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, just look at him, man. I'm like, nigga, he just putting on the nose, bro. He's like, bro, why would he even do that? That's stupid. Like, bro, that's another nig, bro. I'm like,
No doubt.
And I'm going to tell
Money
y'all
B,
something that a lot of people don't know.
And Money B, you know,
yeah.
you know, Money B, when it came to Digital Underground, like, to me, especially being, you know, born and raised in the Bay, like, you know, Digital Underground got that cult following because, you know, just for the simple fact that, you know, y'all niggas was the type of niggas that didn't sound like, you know, the around the way dudes. Y'all had y'all own style. So when y'all got together, like, was it something that y'all was like, okay, well, you got your individual thing, I got mine, we're going to just kind of blend it together and make it pop? Like, how did it all kind of come together to the point where y'all just, you know, a lot of people that know Digital Underground know that, you know, it's a massive following behind y'all movement?
Well, it's a trip, you say, because we all did have our own thing in our own. So normally, a lot of times, especially back in the day, you know how it is, like, normally when crews come up, usually they be like from the same neighborhood or they about the same music. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, we want to do this and let's go get it. The crazy part about Digital Underground is we all had our own individual flavor and musical taste. You know what I mean? Because none of us are from the same neighborhood. None of us are from the same. Actually, none of us are originally from the same city. Actually, you know, it's just kind of crazy the way we came together, which is a whole nother story. But you know, when we did get together, it wasn't like, you know, we just gonna be gangster and we're gonna do this or we're gonna do this, and it was kind of like each song was its own individual song, and everybody had input, and whoever's style fit the song, then that's the kind of the direction that it would go. You know, for instance, if, you know, we might have a song and it's like, okay, we going Freaks in the Industry. Money B, you little nasty motherfucker. I know you got something. You know what I mean? Or if it's something about, you know, something militant, or if it to be stern, it'd probably be Tupac or Pee Wee. Or if it was, you know, if it's real funk or something like that, then it's shot with maybe smooth singing on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it wasn't like we just had one particular lane that we stuck to. You know, I always tell people and that went from song to song and even from album to album, meaning that, you know, Sex Packets didn't sound anything like Sons of the P, which didn't sound anything like, you know, this is an EP release or the next album. And I always tell people the constant thing about Digital Underground was change. That was the only constant, meaning each album we introduced new members, we introduced the new sound, we probably more than likely introduced the new instrument, you feel me? And everybody always say, like, man, you know, such and such used to be in Digital Underground. It's like, nobody ever quit Digital Underground or got kicked out. So, you know, Digital Underground was, rather than it was a group, it was more like a big production team. You feel me? To even be associated, you had to have something going on. Meaning that me and Fuse were Raw Fusion before we got with Digital. You know, Tupac was strictly dope, but we knew that even when he got with the group, that the goal was for him to get to a level where he can do his own album. Same with Saphir, Mystic, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, Numb and Yuck was down with us. You know what I mean? Everybody had their own thing, but everybody was part of the collective, which is our crew. And everybody had their own style and the way that they did their thing. When we came together, you just added your flavor to it. You know, you sprinkle it, and how it came out was how it came out.
And realistically, you see nowadays a lot of artists are following that pattern today. With like the Kanye, Lamborghini Mercy, the new French Montana, Pop That, you know, it's like Rick Ross, Wayne, Drake. They just saying, fuck it, they ain't trying to say this is what we finna do. Just do what the fuck you do. You know, and we gonna make it work. And that's the pattern that the newer artists are following today. So actually, y'all fucking paid away for that, really. Because if you look at it, it's like, you like, damn, why you rapping with him? Or why they doing that? They doing that, but it's working, and they motherfuckers doing it now. So that's what's up.
I mean, trendsetters is definitely what Digital Underground stood for, because of the fact that all y'all niggas was different, like you said, man. And I mean, how you look at today's day and age, where it's just like Fly made a perfect point about, you see Kanye and you see all these different people kind of emulating what y'all did. Like, I mean, how you look at things nowadays, bro, and just be like, not just a nigga getting credit for, some of the shit that, y'all helped pave the way for, but, a lot of people in this culture, man, nowadays don't even appreciate, shit like they used to nowadays. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to think, it's a bunch of things, but let me just say, as far as hip-hop goes overall, I'm still a fan of hip-hop, and I still think that there are innovative artists that come along. It's just that, the masses are probably exposed to less, meaning that once something pop, everybody want to do what pop. Like back in the day when we came out, if Slick Rick came out, then Slick Rick sounded like Slick Rick. We couldn't sound like Slick Rick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We had to sound different. When, Public Enemy came out, then, we didn't want to sound like Public Enemy. Now, something happened when 50 broke, everybody want to sound like 50. Or everybody want to sound like 2 Chainz or whoever it is, it's the new flavor of the month. Then everybody...
Wait a minute. Wait. Say that one more time.
What?
The new flavor of the month. That is huge.
That's real shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever's the flavor of the month or what's winning, everybody want to sound like it. You know what I mean? They want to, copy that style or whatever it is, trying to get a piece of that. Whereas, I came up in an era of individuality. Everybody wanted to sound different. Like, it was whack if you even remotely sounded like another MC. Then,
True.
like, you wouldn't get no credit. Now, if somebody makes something that pop, oh, man, let me get that same producer and let me rap just like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're winning.
Everybody's on that same thing.
We made the point about that last week, or the week before that. I say his name. What is it? Fredo Star? What's the nigga name?
Fredro?
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, Fredro Star. His new song, 160 on the Dash. You probably haven't heard it. It came and went, but it's like it was a down south beat, and he was 160 on the dash, 160 on the dash, and trying to like play it. I'm riding 160 with it. I'm like, bro, that is not y'all. You Onyx, bro. That ain't.
Yeah,
that ain't your life. You know what I'm saying? That ain't. It sounded like it just. He didn't look right. He didn't even look comfortable. It seemed like somebody talked me into it. If you go look at the video and watch it, it's a Camaro. He talking about the Camaro, and it's called 160 on the Dash. And he just look. He don't even look right. Don't sound right. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying.
And then, my whole thing about, I feel like if you're doing music, man, just do you, and don't worry about trying to copy somebody else, because realistically, it's so many different genres and everybody, meaning that I always tell somebody, if you are a rapper and you like rapping, if you are a rapping vampire, all you talk about is vampire shit, there's an audience out there that's going to like it. You know what I mean? So whatever it is you into, you know what I'm saying, I can rap about getting shitted on. There's an audience for that. There's some people out there that want to get shitted on. And they will buy it. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, and then there's the whole way, like the styles. I mean, I know it's kind of like out of date, but I said this years ago when, you notice, like, at one point when East Coast had it, and then, there was a brief time we had it in the Bay with the hyphy movement, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a time when everybody was coming out of Houston, and then, then it moves to this part, and it's like, it always comes full circle. It just goes around, you know what I mean? So maybe these 3 years is out of Atlanta or whatever, but 2 years from now, it might be a renaissance in Ohio. So if you're in Ohio, just keep doing your Ohio thing. Yeah, Chicago, whatever.
Chicago, keeping the little niggas out of Chicago doing their thing right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you in Seattle, keep doing your Seattle thing, because eventually it'll come back around and just master that, your thing, and what's unique about you, because when they come around, just be ready, because when you go chasing, like, like a sack chaser, just always chasing what's happening, you ain't gonna never you'll never be as great as the thing that you're chasing if you're always copying the style of today. You know what I mean?
Real shit. Money B's our guest on Smoke A Lot Radio. We got new slaps from this guy right here that we're about to play in. Not only that, we gonna take some callers because you know it's a lot of women out there that's throwing little not Twitter comments, but you know they got some Money B sex questions too. So you know if y'all want to follow Money B on Twitter, make sure y'all hit him up at Money B69. Hit him right now. Go ahead and get at the guy. Yo, these tracks that you gave me, bro, like, you know, tell the people a little bit about what project coming up, project you got on deck. What's up?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got a new project, a new group called Mask, M-A-S-K, which stands for Money B and Scott Knox. My guy, Scott Knox, he's out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? And we got together through DJ New Styles, who's a DJ for Digital Underground for about 7-8 years. And, you know, I just say, like, as far as me, you know, I'm always talking about kicking it, partying, you know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know how I get down. But Knox probably bring a little more street vibe to it, you know what I'm saying? And the mixture, but we both MCs, and we respect the craft of hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? We both love it. So I think just on that level, we kind of, like, saw eye to eye. And he kind of reminded me, he's a clown like me, so, you know, we all about kicking it. So, you know, I got down with my boy Knox, and we got this group called Mask. The single is called Living in the Sky. And, you know, one way to describe that song, Living in the Sky, is like I told you, everybody is rapping about the same thing right now, or they, you know, whatever's popular. And Living in the Sky is kind of a departure that I feel like, you know, it kind of puts you in mind to like a Hard Knock Life by Jay-Z, kind of like, you know, some real street aspirations, not really preachy, but not just the same old. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Kind of giving you an insight. If you part of the struggle and you're trying to come up, you know, keep hustling and don't give up. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
So that's about. Then
go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
No,
Good.
Oh, I was just saying, you know, that's the first single that we're releasing, and then of course you got They Want to Know, which is probably the next single. That's probably more along the lines of what y'all really know me for, that freak shit. And you know, it's called They Want to Know, but really the message is they want to know what the dick game do. You know, because all the chicks want to know how that dick is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just putting it out there. So they want to know. So I don't know which one you're gonna rock first. And then
no.
I got then the other one I sent you is a song I did a minute. It's called Porno Music. I don't know. Some of y'all might not know. I I dabbled in the porn industry for a minute. You know, I had the production company, Sex in the Studio, with Cletus Mac. We put it down, Sex in the Studio, and you know, so I was in that. So speaking from a perspective of somebody that was in the business, I made a song called Porno Music, kind of telling you how we was getting down, and that was featured on the mixtape I did with DJ Fresh, The Tonight Show. Minute.
Nexxlegacy.